started off under the wing of Air Force One. As I questioned President Trump about his ongoing war with Iran, here's more of what we saw behind the scenes this week in Washington.
They want very much to make a deal. We'd like to make a deal, too. If it goes well, we're going to end up settling this. Otherwise, we'll just keep bombing our little hearts out.
Speaking with Mr. President.
We're dealing with the man who I believe is the most respected and the leader.
Is that the Supreme Leader?
No, not the Supreme Leader. We have not heard from the son, but the people that seem to be running it.
If you obliterated their nuclear sites last summer with your strikes, then how can you argue it was an imminent threat now?
Oh, we hit them so hard, we obliterated them. But that doesn't mean with the right equipment, you can't dig down and go get it. We don't want that.
What about the Strait of Hormuz? Who's going to be in control of that?
That'll be opened very soon if this works.
How soon? And who's in control of it? Will Iran still be able to control the flow of oil?
Be jointly controlled.
By whom?
Maybe me. Me and the Ayatollah. Thank you very much.
Whose idea was that? To put ice in the airport?
Mine. That was mine. The Democrats are fully to blame with the struggle with the airports. We just put ICE in charge, and they're helping TSA, the agents. Who doesn't love Elvis?
Have you been here before, Mr. President, or is this your first time?
I've never been here, no. I'm a big fan of Elvis. Who isn't, right?
I just left Graceland with President Trump, which he was touring for the first time ever. At one point, the president was asked to sign a guitar and a gold Sharpie. He tested it out before he did, and then held up the guitar for everyone to see.
We have really regime change. You know, I don't like to say this. This war has been won.
President is talking today about these ongoing talks with Iran. That comes after he was threatening to bomb their power plants and putting deadlines on that. He's now extended it to Friday. When you hear what the White House is saying, do you believe that he's looking for an off-ramp in this war?
There is evidence that, in fact, he is not talking to Iran, that's a lie, stated in order to calm the stock market and to lower oil prices.
You want them to hold the line, even if that means TSA agents still not getting paid?
So they need to be paid. Donald Trump is trying to cause maximum chaos and cruelty to TSA agents and all those people waiting in line in hopes that it'll make Democrats buckle and support his ICE agency. It's a president who is, again, cruel and chaotic, and he's bringing that to our airports.
As for the temporary short-term fluctuation in gas prices, the president has said once these combat operations are over, this administration is going to continue to unleash American energy dominance. We're continuing to do that every day, and we're going to see prices at the pump go back down. The United States has been engaged over the last 3 days in productive conversations, which led the president to temporarily instruct the Department of War to postpone planned strikes against Iranian power plants.
It was when the president came out on Monday and said he was extending his deadline that he had issued for that night to blow up Iranian power plants should they not reopen the Strait of Hormuz. He extended that to this Friday. There are still questions about the deadline and if that holds and where these talks go from there. Okay, paparazzi.
I said, fellas, do you mind taking off your masks in the airport? And they took them off. And they're helping the people with their bags. They're moving things along. People are starting to say, ICE, you're nice guys. We really appreciate it.
We've seen the president saying that Iran really wants to make a deal. The White House today, even when asked who exactly they're speaking with, still haven't said who that person is. Do you think these talks are genuine, or do you think the president is buying time?
Well, it could be he's buying time, but the chances of reaching an acceptable agreement with this regime, no matter how many of their leaders we have killed, is zero.
Read a story today that I'm desperate to make a deal. I'm the opposite of desperate. I don't care. They said yesterday that we weren't negotiating with them, and now they admit that we were negotiating with them. So they want to make a deal. The reason they want to make a deal is they have been just beat to shit.
President Trump just extended his deadline for Iran to blow up their power plants if the talks with the United States don't proceed as he wants them to by another 10 days. When you look at what is happening in the region, the force built up, do you think we're more likely than not to put U.S. forces on the ground in Iran?
At this moment, I would say the dynamic is toward troops on the ground because the President of the United States never sends armed forces to a region without some plan to use them that way. I can tell you without disclosing any classified information, which indicates to me that there are potential plans in the works in the event that these negotiations fail to be fruitful. And right now, there is no indication that Iran is in a great hurry to have negotiations.